Now it's time for our featured story of the night. And this is a fun one because we got a little serious for a second, so we got to take it back a notch. We got to have some fun. I want to talk about Beetlejuice 2. I never thought I'd say this actually, because I've heard about this show forever. The rumor of this movie, like Beetlejuice Hawaii, I heard for a long time. I'm like, well, they put a Hawaiian shirt on him, and he's gonna be. That's what they were saying initially for Beetlejuice 2. That was the script back in like the '90s. So I'm like, is it gonna be Hawaii Beetlejuice, or is it gonna be something different? I mean, the fact that they're moving forward and it's Tim Burton again. You got Michael Keaton back on board. Thank you so much. Thanks to Michael Keaton for doing revisiting your 80s stuff, your 80s and 90s rules again. Thank you for coming back and doing it again. We love you so much. Friend of the show, Michael Keaton, friend of the show.
Mikey
K. And little Mikey K, friend of the show. So they're going to start shooting this summer. That's the plan right now. So Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder's coming back, and that makes sense. Those two should be back. If you're going to bring anybody back, yes. Alec Baldwin. I don't think Alec Baldwin's going to be back. There's no word on that, but they don't really need Alec Baldwin. That was their story now. Now you focus on the kid, you focus on Winona Ryder. And also they're saying that because Jenna Ortega just signed on for this, that she will be playing Winona Ryder's daughter, which is kind of great, It kind of makes sense, especially with
here for that.
Right. Especially with the Wednesday series, like people are already saying like she's playing Wednesday, which is her other role, And so it's kind of fun that they're kind of like she's shadowing her career in a way, and it makes sense to me. It's really fun. The big thing right now is there's no budget that's actually worked out yet, and that's why they're having a little hiccup. So they're still working out the budget, and once the budget's all signed, done, it's all that they're moving forward, and it could be fun. It could be a lot of fun. The original gross $80 million and had a $15 million budget, and it actually won an Oscar for the 1989 Academy Awards for Best Makeup. Which makes sense because that makeup was awesome. They're going to shoot in May or June, like I said, summer, May or June in London. That's the idea right now. But I heard about this, and like I said, they've been talking about this forever. So I'm like, is it going to be the Hawaiian Beetlejuice? I don't know. But Lynn, are you excited about this? Think this is a fun concept? Are you happy that this is moving forward?
Yes. I mean, and I hope that I don't get my hopes up and get disappointed. But the funny thing is when I heard they were having Beetlejuice 2, I immediately was like, oh, who needs to be in that? Jenna Ortega. And then it came true. The only thing that kind of makes me wonder a little bit is I was just reading the other day that she did not enjoy working on Wednesday. She completely disagreed with the scripts and the dialogues, and that it was really kind of like an atrocious experience with her. She did not agree with Tim Burton and the producers and whatnot on where the character should be going. So I'm a little bit surprised to see her pairing up again, and yet I hope she has a much better experience on the set this time, and I hope we get all of the amazing fun that Beetlejuice was all over again.
I know, because the casting is so perfect, Lynn. Mm-hmm. It's so perfect. It makes so much sense. I think everybody that heard this is like, yeah, that makes sense, right? So, do you think that it's going to be great do you think Michael Keaton's on board regardless?
Oh yeah, he's look, he's back as Batman, he's back as Beetlejuice. He's just doing a lovely little visit of all the awesomeness that we loved about Michael Keaton back in the day. I think he had so much fun in that role. You could just tell he was having so much fun, and he's gonna. I think he'll do great with whatever's put in front of him. I would be surprised if this became just really crappy. Oh no, why did you do that?
Yeah.
But I think he's going to have a lot of fun, and I think that even if the script ends up being so-so, especially if there's a writer's strike, I think that the fun and the casting is going to carry it through.
There's also that too if a writer's strike happens, but if it's written, the other problem is, of course, the DGA might get involved, and then this would be shut down. But if they don't, then they could still shoot this summer. But I feel like there's got to be a solid script at this point. They've had so long, right? Mm. This has been the back burner for a long time. I just wonder if it's going to be different from what they were originally planning, because like I said before, they had an idea forever ago, but it's Tim Burton still. So maybe he's still going to adapt that somehow. I don't know. Sabrina, what do you think? Are you excited about this? Do you think this is a good idea? Or do you think they should have left Beetlejuice back in the 90s, late 80s and just let him be?
I just keep checking my microphone to make sure that it's on. First of all, Dogman, I don't think it's the same writers, unfortunately. I just did a light Google while Brian was talking, but I could be wrong, but that's what I found really quickly. Um, Rachel says that her apprehension is that he's a ghost, so he wouldn't age. I think makeup can do wonders with that, and I'm not
Oh
really
yeah.
worried about
Oh
that,
yeah.
honestly. Like, I think it's gonna be fine, especially with the moss that grows on him. Like, I think it's gonna be totally cool. Um, I honestly, they left it so open to have another Beetlejuice that I am like, I'm so here for it. And I know I'm like the champion of new ideas. But if you have Michael Keaton and you have Tim Burton, and I can't think of a better person than Jenna Ortega to play like the daughter of Lydia, Winona Ryder's coming back. Like, I mean, I hope somehow we could somehow squeeze Catherine O'Hara in there
I would
somewhere.
love for her to come
Yeah.
back, right?
My
Yeah.
dream. Like, I would die. So I want to, like, true to form, I would be like, we don't need this, but I feel like that, I don't know, I'm actually really excited about it, and I hope it happens, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I was like, this is a featured story today. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is really cool, especially with the idea of like having her daughter in there and having Jenna Ortega, and again, Dogman. The same thing is too. You have Tim Burton. Even if he's not like, he's going to be influencing the script. You know he will. You know Michael Keaton will be
100%.
influencing the script. So even if like, and whoever Tim Burton's bringing on board to write the script, like he's going to have his hands in it. Even if it says it's written by X, Y, or Z, like generic man too. You know what I mean? It's still gonna have Tim Burton like touching it
There's
and
also a
influencing it,
whole
and Michael
screenplay
Keaton's
and
gonna
story by situation.
yeah,
So like, I
and
just
Michael
did a
Keaton be
light Google.
improvising
I
his
could be
ass
wrong.
off. Michael Keaton be improvising his ass off and making it happen. Like honestly, they're gonna be having fun, especially because that team is back together. That's the biggest thing. When you work on set, you see when the team gets back together, it's like a family reunion. Everybody's fun, having a great time, and they want to have the best experience and give out the best experience for everybody else. So they're always trying to make the best thing ever. I worked on Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. Tom Cruise was on that shit. And he did the first one, of course. Of course, the first one is fucking Maverick. So he came back, and the script didn't matter. He kept changing shit all the time because he said, "This is Top Gun. It has to be awesome." He kept saying it over and over again. So what does he do? We change X, Y, and Z while we're shooting, so it's good. We reshoot shit if we have to. We watch it, we review it, we go over it again, and we make it the best thing we can. So a passion project like this will be good, I think. I think it will. And there'll be some haters and some people that are worried about it, but I think if you're going to come back and do it,
Not to be confused with Brie Larson having her hands all over not Captain
That's
Marvel
different.
2, the Marvels. Like, just to be
That's
clear,
different.
I support Tom Cruise.
That is not a
going into
passion
his
project,
first-
Sabrina.
Thank you.
That is not a
Thank
passion
you.
project.
I'm
That
just
is
clarifying, not to
that-
be confused, because
that is a glorified money hole and a money grab.
like that.
That's a money grab. That's all that is. Give me my money. That's what she says.
Beetlejuice is a money grab too, but
Well, it is a money
just-
grab. It is. But I mean, like, does Michael Keaton really need to do this? Does Tim Burton need to do this?
I mean, I don't know. I really feel like I'm excited for it. I'm excited. You know me, I'm excited for nothing. I'm literally like the bitch of the show. And I'm like, I hate everything. This all sounds stupid and I don't want it. So I'm actually weirdly excited about this. And I just let me have my moment, people. For once, I'm happy.
Let her have it.
Lynn, you don't see it as a money. Do you see it as a money grab, Lynn? Do you think it's a money grab? What do you think?
Well, I mean, everything's a money grab, and yet,
Fair.
I mean, Winona Ryder has been huge in Stranger Things. Like, these are people who do not need to be doing this. It's not like Tim Burton's just sitting here like, oh crap, like I really need some more money, and Winona's like, oh me too, and Michael Keaton's like, oh me three, let's do this. So,
I'm down.
right? Yeah. So
Very good point, Lynn.
yeah.
Very good point.
That's not the thing that's happening right now, right? It's honestly.
Also, Jenna Ortega, just fresh off of Wednesday, and before that, she was in You, and like, I mean, she's she's so hot right now. Also, just like Jonathan Majors, she's so hot right now.
So hot right now, and she's doing SNL this weekend too. So they were doing a little ad for her, and she was dancing, doing the Wednesday dance. Even though she was saying like, this is like, I'm not really happy about this. I heard her say that too. I mean, she's accepting it. You have to. When something becomes that like ingrained in pop culture for that moment, that window, and then forever, you have to accept it. As an actor, especially, I would love that. I don't care. It's like I was talking to some people at work the other day where people were talking about like the Paul Rudd thing, and people call me Paul Rudd, and I'm like, I've been told slap at the bass so many times, and I'm not Paul Rudd, and I go slap at the bass. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I used to call him Kunu before, like when we were friends. Like my nickname for him was Kunu. I was like, I'm like, oh my God, you look like, and every day I come into work, I'm like, hey, Kuno, how are you? He'd be like, good, I guess.
I'm like, well, the weather outside is weather. Yeah. But you have to
He
accept it,
embraced
you know.
it after a while, but
As an actor, you should, because I mean, honestly, what's that mean? It means, I mean, the biggest thing for me, one of the reasons I love acting is just like to influence people's like emotions, that they can feel something like you know, pain, love, laugh. You know what I mean? If you can, it's like the biggest dream of mine to have someone like be that influence. Like they're so excited and they're so happy because there's something ray of joy that I brought to their life. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what you do as that. You're an entertainer. That's what it is. You know. I mean, you're the court jester, you know, and that's what you're doing. You're just trying to make people laugh, cry, feel something. I don't know. It's like our lives are hard enough. Actors are here and creators are here to make us, you know, escape from all that shit and just have a moment of joy, you know, away from everything and just look at the world differently, because the world is hard enough as it is. So,
Mike,
I mean, that's the biggest thing.
Let it go with the safe space for nerds.
It's
I'm going to call you MODOK forever from now on. If you want to continue with the safe space for nerds, you're going to be MODOK forever. Okay, so just watch yourself, buddy. Watch it.
Mike says it's a safe space. He wants a safe space when we're here.
Oh, then he says, "Who is Mike?" Like I don't know. Like I don't know, MODOK. Mechanized organism designed for killing only something stuff. I don't know. There it is. Yeah, that's you. I see you. You're on the screen right now, buddy. Enjoy it. Enjoy your MODOKness.
Just now seeing the baby butt.
Yeah, just now. Kind of like a little bit like a Bjorn. Let's see it.
Like Bjorn. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I definitely did that scene. So if you guys saw that scene, I definitely did that scene a few times. I was running those before we actually shot it. Like I kept running that scene over and over again. I'm like, what's a Bjorn? I didn't know what Bjorn was at that point. So I'm like,
no, I need to. You don't know what a Bjorn is?
I had no idea. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, Bjorn.
Wow, you have like
now
children
I do.
in your life. You should know what a Bjorn is.
I should.
Now I need to know who Dogman is, because this is very telling. You mentioned Blippi. I need to know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Spring is saying that because I auditioned for Blippi.
I'm back. I gave him the MODOK. GR said I'm back. Thanks, GR. I'm sorry. I went soft for a minute. I apologize.
But this is happening, everybody. Like it's gonna happen. At this point, it's not really a rumor. They're moving forward. It's kind of it's in that stage. It's the fact they're actually doing more casting on top of it. And then the only worry really is the budget. But this is what they go back and forth about this shit all the time. Eventually, they'll figure it out. They'll get a budget. It'll probably be like 100 million. 150 million probably. I'm guessing it won't be beyond that. Maybe like $80 million thing, but they'll work it out. They'll go shoot in London. They have lots of stages there. Talk about before, there's also a tax happening there, so that might actually influence that too, but we'll see.
Maybe it'll bring it back here. Who knows?
Yeah. Or no, honestly, because of the stuff here, they might have to go to Europe to shoot. Yeah. I mean, that's where we're in right now. It's very questionable. Starting May 1st, we'll find out what's going to happen. It's not that far away, everybody. May 1st, everything might start shutting down, or they won't. Only time will tell. But I think that Beetlejuice 2 is coming. Let's do it. And let's not go to Hawaii. No Hawaii. I don't know what we're doing. Let's just not go to Hawaii.
I can't.
That's all I'm saying.
We can shoot in Hawaii, and if you want to hire me to work on it, I will absolutely fly to Hawaii and work on it all day, every day. Just so you know, that's the one time it's okay for it to be in Hawaii. If you hire all of us, thank you. Right.
Rachel's saying there's a Beetlejuice musical. We don't need that. It shouldn't be a musical.
She said it did well in New York. It's already
I know,
happening.
but
It's touring
we got a
now.
Joker musical coming. We don't need a Beetlejuice musical. I'm just saying. We don't need it. We just need a good Beetlejuice movie. And Michael Keaton just
what she's
kicking
saying
ass.
is Beetlejuice is hot right now. To quote me, thank you, Rachel. To really
that Hansel is so hot right now.
Or not Hansel. To quote, what was his name?
Mugatu. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think she was just saying like that Beetlejuice is making a resurgence because of the stage play. So that's probably why we're jumping back on the table with Beetlejuice 2. And thank you, GR. You're my best friend tonight. I love it.
Beetlejuice.